2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the 3M Open is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam, and we're in Minnesota, TPC Twin Cities to be exact. How's this opening hole fare?
It's a soft opening, 426-yard par 4 for the backs. And the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, that really doesn't come into play, so players are going to take driver, blow it over there. They're going to have a very short second shot. It's just a soft opening, not much to this hole. The only way you can really mess it up is if you really overthink it and miss it left off the tee or hit it wide right out of bounds, but all in all, it doesn't get any easier than this, Luke.
Well, I'm looking forward to today, that's for sure. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Oh, you like me and thought that had a chance? Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
He finds himself currently tied for 5th. As you said, Rich, TPC Twin Cities, not a long golf course, but ball in play is imperative if you want to make the birdies. Here at the second, water and bunkers come into play.
This is a tee shot that I believe must be challenged. You must take driver out to hit it over that bunker down the right-hand side to leave yourself with as short a second shot as you can possibly get. This green can cause all kinds of problems as it pitches from left to right down towards the water. It's a birdie opportunity if you're bold enough to take on the tee shot.
A bit out of shape with that swing. Got to get the rhythm back. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
That was a great shot at the right time.
A little wobbly on this hole at times, but this is going to all but guarantee them a par. Good shot.
And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. Rich, the third hole plays as a par 5 for when people get to play the course casually. But in this PGA Tour event, it's a strong par 4.
It is just over 480 yards, and the line off the tee is at those 2 fairway bunkers through the fairway. From there, you'll have an open look to this green that moves from back to front. It's truly a strong par 4.
Oh, what a wonderful bunker shot. Playing from around 240 yards. Well, a little off the target with that one.
Looking for the draw, but not finding it.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup. Now this one, this is important. This for par.
And the par just slides by. Unfortunate bogey coming up. He's currently tied for 9th. All right, Rich, birdie chance here at the 4th.
It can be, Luke, if your distance control is spot on. This is a 2-tier green, and when the pin is all the way in the back left, it can be difficult to get it all the way back there.
Good chance to move to even par if they can make this putt. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
That will drive you bats.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. There's plenty of twists and turns around TPC Twin Cities, and the 5th is another.
Massive, massive fairway here at the 5th, so tee it high, let it fly. Second shot straight back up the hill to a green that's fairly flat with a little bit more movement in the back portion of it. It's a cool design.
And Rich, why don't we just get a little Tiger highlight from a moment ago? Let's recap this long-range effort. Nicely holed. Okay, time to return to the action. This putt for a spot in the top 5. Fair effort that. Good birdie. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Rich, the par 5 6th, reachable in 2?
Most definitely, but you have to take an aggressive line down the right-hand side. Hitting it anywhere left into that bunker or otherwise is just a no-go zone. Out to the right-hand side, though, you get a clean look at this green. Water over on the left-hand side. The obvious place to miss your second is out to the right.
And here we are with the third shot. Just a couple back from our leader.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
Ooh, that almost went down. And this putt to move into a tie for third. Oh, so close. Just a short putt remaining here. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. A chance to be aggressive here, Rich, at the short par 4 7th.
There's really no reason to be, because there's not much room up there, and only the biggest hitters in the game could possibly get it on this green. Just lay it up with a long iron or a fairway metal. That will leave a short second shot to a green that's flat and is just begging to be birdied.
Let's return to live play now. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He's got roughly 105 yards here. Feeling strong, going for less club.
Yeah, well played.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
Well, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top 5. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This putt was about 8 feet.
This for par.
That's pretty tidy. And this one will be for bogey. The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Over to the par 3 8th we go, and it's 205 yards.
This is a really cool designed long par 3. As you can see, the green is not very deep. It is wide, and there's lots of pin placements to use on this green. Probably my favorite hole on the golf course, Luke.
Uh-oh, this one's headed for the rough.
And this putt to move into the top 10. This is buckets. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Rich, this golf course designed by the legendary Arnold Palmer, and the 9th resembles the 18th of his Bay Hill Club and Lodge.
This is fraught with danger everywhere. Out to the right, out of bounds comes into play quickly. If you miss it over to the left, there's waste area that you want no part of. Find the fairway, and the second shot demands you keep it left of that water. Anywhere on the green on the left side is a fantastic play.
Going with the 3-iron. That's disappointing.
And looking for the fade, but finding the straight shot. Not good.
Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The back 9 at TPC Twin Cities begins with a short par 4, just 375 yards.
No real reason to take out driver here and give it a whirl, Luke. Just a fairway metal down the left-hand side. Left of that fairway bunker there. Should set up a very simple and straightforward wedge shot.
Well, it's time to head back down to the fairways. John, what's up, mate?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 11th.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here. Yeah, oh no, this one's left.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Putting for a par now. Well done. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The 11th, though, a sterner par 4, measuring 470 yards.
Straight back uphill as well, Luke. You don't want to be in that fairway bunker on the right-hand side, so bail out just a little bit to the left. Second shot, straight back up the hill to a green that is very deep.
That's not what they were looking for.
The fade didn't come to their aid.
Setting up in the bunker here. Well, you can hand that sandwich back to the caddy and reach for the putter. All these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet. Yeah, you'll take that. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings. That's for sure. The players face an elevated tee shot at the par 5 12th, Rich. But keep an eye on the water.
Keep an eye on the water. No need to hit driver here. Just take out a 3-wood. And that golf ball will chase down the fairway quite nicely. In the second shot, slightly back uphill. I think most players will have no problem reaching this green in 2.
That's some good golf right there. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up here from about 150 yards.
Setting up miles from the hole. Oh, so close. Job done. Let's head to the next. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Rich, the 13th, the par 3, measuring 216 yards. It's a tough one.
It is elevated tee box, but an elevated green as well. Not a bunch of room on the front part of it. Obviously more room as the green gets deeper, but the bunker on the right is an absolute no-go zone. It's very deep and very difficult to get up and down from.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. When they stand on the tee at the par 4 14th, Rich, I'd imagine that fortune favours the brave.
It does. I think that players, should they decide to take this tee shot on with a driver, want to go at the second fairway bunker, as this fairway pitches severely from right to left. A driver will get you in there close enough to hit wedge for your second shot, which turns a difficult hole into an easy hole.
And there's highlights of plenty out there on the golf course. Let's take a look at this incredible shot.
This is a beauty of a third.
Henny, how bad is this lie?
This first cut is just lovely. It's almost like fairway. No worries here.
Time for their 7th shot. All right, let's stop the bleeding. This putt for quadruple bogey. And there it is. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. The 15th, par 4, and a strong one.
Fairly simple and straightforward tee shot here as the fairway pitches in from both the right and left-hand sides. So hitting the fairway shouldn't be much of a problem. From there, the second shot goes straight back up the hill to a green that's protected by bunkers on the left-hand side.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Opting for the 5-wood. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Shame it didn't drop. And that should secure the par on this one. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 16th at TPC Twin Cities, not a long par 4, but plenty of bunkers there to confuse you.
Water right, some bunkers left, but as you said, driver not necessary on the short par 4.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 180 yards.
It's a little wayward.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
There's been action all day on this golf course, but what about this shot at the 17th? Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
This is what they have left for a par.
Nothing to sweat over that one. We'll hold. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Here we are at the penultimate hole of TPC Twin Cities, Rich, and there's water everywhere on this short par 3.
Water to the left, Luke. Bunkers out to the right. If you're going to find the green, you better be brave.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is so long, I don't even have words for it. It's just long.
And this putt coming up for his par. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Second shot here at the 18th. Going with the 7. Henny, what's the player facing here?
And from about 105 yards.
Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. Well, let's see if they've got the intestinal fortitude required here. This putt must go down if they make the cut this week. All the great players make a bunch of these. This is from 15 feet. Ooh. This next putt is for bogey. And that's it for today. Well, with that, unfortunately, this person's event is over. Unable to make the cut here today. That's a shame.
Now the next question is aisle or window. I'm telling you, it's a terrible feeling missing the cut, but you learn from all the mistakes you made, you move on and hopefully forget about it or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.